quickly. I've seen a lot of people ask about Dalen Gauntlet. This is something we're actually discussing. We're not sure yet how we can introduce it, but it is something we're discussing about, and it is something that actually I would like to see in the movie. And I'm pretty sure like I can see there's a lot of people that would like to see that in the movie. So, but yeah, we didn't forget about it.
So just on the note of the gauntlet, and this is, so the gauntlet plays a very specific and important role in the first book. And so if this is ever pushed to a feature film, the gauntlet is an absolute certainty. But for the scenes that we have selected for the short film, the gauntlet isn't actually necessary for those specific scenes. So it depends on budget constraints and other things like that. The gauntlet is actually a really difficult, complex thing to make and reflect, and will cost a decent amount of money. So it's kind of, again, one of those stretch goals. And the reason is because it's not necessary for those scenes. There is the option to not need it, and then we can devote some of those funds to other things that are more necessary. But if we get the right stretch goals, then it becomes a far more realistic option to pursue.
Yeah, like
exactly.
And it's not even how complex the gauntlet itself is. It's also that it's made out of sun-forged material. So it has to be like translucent and glowy and all of that at the same time. It's like nothing to help us, guys.
So I just want to go to some questions because it's already 8:56. So a question that came up a lot is, where will the short film actually be shown?
I wrote it in the FAQ for the Kickstarter, but again, it is going to be released on Shad's channel publicly for free for everyone. There won't be a paywall for everyone to watch it. Our goal is not to be like, we're going to make you pay for the production and then we're going to make you pay to watch it. That's not our goal. So
yeah, there will be a live premiere, and after that, it will be there forever.
Well, like, how awesome is that, guys? Like, I mean, I don't think you would ever get that. Like, well, perhaps you could in some exceptional circumstances going through traditional means of production and stuff, because they do release teasers and short films, try and tease things like that. But for the amount of effort that's going in, it's going to be for free. It's going to be on Shadiversity, which is, like, awesome. Yeah. I'm saying that a lot. It's like, it's awesome. It's awesome. It is. I have to. It is awesome. I have to say it.
There is a question I have to ask Shad. It's actually a pretty serious one that I've had on my mind since the beginning. But what about the dragon, Shad? What about the dragons?
The most important question.
Yeah.
So there are dragon-like creatures in Everfall that do get mentioned in the book, called trakes, and Dalen corrects someone saying they're actually herbivores. So the dragons, they do exist. Where and how and why and if, all to be revealed. But it's important.
In book 3.
Thank you, Francis. Thank you for the question.
Well, thanks to you. Now I can't sleep. I need to know.
So we have Mr. Gentleman that asked, what about Dalen's counterpart? And my favorite character is Arik.
Well, that's gonna be revealed later, so
that's something that depends on the stretch goals, actually.
Yes,
but yeah, it will be revealed later.
Because we might there are two things with that. We might be going for famous actors, actors that are known for big series or movies. Depending on how far the stretch goals go. So that's why they're not cast yet, and why we're waiting for to see how much we're going to get. So the higher we're going to get, the better we're going to be able to, the more reach we're going to be able to have to get famous actors for these roles.
And that's really exciting, like for me personally, to get some actors that I have loved their work and other things. I had to play some key roles. It is a possibility. This is actually a very strong possibility if we exceed the minimum budget and reach some of the stretch goals. So again, it just comes back into keeping up interest in the Kickstarter, sharing it, and of course, donating it if you're able to spare any dollars at all. And we're so grateful for everyone who's donated. Has floored me, like just with all the support that's already been, shown and contributed, and we hope to even go further because we want to reach that level of quality. And it's funny actually. It's pretty cool talking about certain actor names with Dylan and Francis. Like, what about so and so? Like these are big name actors. Sometimes it's like, maybe possibly we'll reach out because it has been known that some really big names have been happy to join even smaller projects because they don't take much time in filming and other things. Sometimes they can fit them in easier. And a lot of them can be passion projects that they're interested in. And a lot of big names, they're getting attracted to they're starting slowly to figure out how awesome YouTube is and starting to collaborate with other YouTubers, even the big names that are on the platform already. Jack Black is, doing stuff with PewDiePie and all that stuff, and other examples as well. So there's some potential there. There's some potential, and it's